What up? What up? What up? What's happening? Hey, I appreciate y'all checking me out as always. Listen, I got a feeling a lot of people not gonna like what I'm about to say, but it has to be said. All right, it has to be said at least by me. If you check out my content, if you a person who would like to know what I think about Donovan Mitchell possibly going to the New York Knicks, listen, I don't like the idea of it. I just personally, I don't like the idea of it. All right. Donovan Mitchell was not going to say the New York Knicks. He's not going to help the New York Knicks. Well, from a business standpoint, I guess it's a brilliant move, realistically. All right. He's going to fill seats. He's going to help with ticket sales, merchandise sales, jersey sales. All right. He'll help bring revenue into New York. He will possibly, maybe, possibly make other free agents want to come to New York. I'm not denying that. All right. I don't doubt that Tom Thibodeau can build a winning culture, well, a better culture at least, if he brings in Donovan Mitchell. I think that it will help them greatly from a business standpoint. It will not help them win a championship. Donovan Mitchell going to New York will not bring the New York Knicks any closer to a championship than he brought the Utah Jazz to a championship. All right. Now, if you thinking about it, well, should the New York Knicks leverage away their five picks for Don? Why would they do that? Why would they leverage off five future picks for Donovan Mitchell? Tell me why they would do that. No, oh well, the Minnesota Timberwolves did it. Yeah, the Minnesota Timberwolves did it, but guess what? They just made a playoff run. They was in the playoffs last year. They was a top 10 offense last year. All right. Only thing they were missing, they were middle in the pack with defense. So what do? They say fuck the picks. They trade the picks. They trade the picks. They trade a couple of players and they bring in elite defense and elite rebounding. So now they go from the middle of the pack there probably to a top 10 defense. Yeah. Yeah. The Minnesota Timberwolves I'm listen, they will probably more than likely 9 times out of 10 be a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. I don't want to hear that Pat Bev shit. Do not want to hear that Pat Bev shit. Don't even bring up, oh, Pat Bev was the heart and soul of the. How many teams has Pat Bev been the heart and soul for throughout his career? A lot. And a lot of teams let him go. They trade him. Pat Bev don't have as much value as y'all swear he got. All right. I don't believe in Pat Bev like a lot of y'all believe in Pat Bev. So if it mean I gotta give, if I'm Minnesota and I gotta give Pat Bev up and say, oh, he brought the nuts over there. He talking, yeah, you brought the nuts. Anthony Edwards over there though. He got plenty of nuts. Plenty of nuts. We ain't even gotta worry about that. We know he finna we listen, man. This ain't even about the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's not. You want to try to make the argument, the comparisons, the New York Knicks trading away five picks with the Minnesota Timberwolves trading away five picks, and you say, "Oh, the New York Knicks, Donovan Mitchell was better than Rudy Gobert." Is he? Is he? Yeah, he is on offense, but is he on defense? Fuck no, and it's not even close. Is he a better rebounder? Fuck no, and it's not even close. Well, Donovan Mitchell is a shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, no, he plays shooting guard, but he has the size of a point guard. So you combine, you put him in a backcourt with with Jalen Brunson. You got two dudes that's under 6'3" or 6'3" and under at least. Maybe Donovan Mitchell was 6'3". All right. But now you have issues on defense along your perimeter. You got plenty of buckets, plenty of buckets. But here's the thing: if you're the New York Knicks, you have expiring contracts. You have tradable contracts, team friendly contracts, whatever you want to call them. You have assets that you can trade away. If you're not going to trade those assets away to bring in players to play along with Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson, what exactly are you doing? What exactly is the direction of the team? So here's the thing: if you're the New York Knicks and you trade away Julius Randle to the Utah Jazz along with the picks, your team is just not a good team, realistically. If you include RJ Barrett and 5 picks, your team is not a good team, realistically. It's not. You mean to tell me that Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson will be better for Donovan Mitchell than Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley? I mean, come on, man. Help me out here. Somebody help me out here. I know it's gonna be a lot of Donovan Mitchell fanboys who really don't want to hear this, right? Like for real, don't want to hear this. It's not a knock on Donovan Mitchell. It's not. I like Donovan Mitchell. Anytime you got a guy who can score 20, 25 points per game, we're talking about elite offense. That about it. You get he's never we talking about a guy who's never made he only been in the league for 5 years, which shouldn't mean much because you got other peers who came in with him or after him who have made all NBA teams. Donovan Mitchell hasn't. Donovan Mitchell has supposed to have been the best player on his team over the past 5 years, and it did get them one Western Conference finals appearance. So here's my belief. If you can make it to the conference finals or the finals, you had a chance of winning a championship. That was your window. That was your window of opportunity right there. If you've only been one time in 5 years and then you decide to blow the whole team up, no, it's probably you. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. The best players, the best players, the guys who give your team the best chance of winning a championship, they don't ask for trades. They don't ask for trades. You might try to bring up Kevin Durant, but I counter that by saying Kevin Durant has not won a championship outside of Golden State. Golden State did not need Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant needed them. You're not gonna like you. You're not gonna like what I'm saying right now, but it's just what it is. Donovan Mitchell is not going to be the best player on a championship team. Donovan Mitchell is not going to be the best player on a championship team. Period. So if you're the New York Knicks and you trade away your 5 draft picks and Quentin Grimes or Emmanuel Quickly or whatever the hell else the Utah Jazz might have wanted out of the deal, you better hope that you can bring in another all-star level or superstar level player to come and play with these two dudes. I mean, I'm just being real. These two dudes, meaning Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell. All right. You have to hope that you can get a third all-star or superstar over there because you don't have enough. Donovan Mitchell is not enough. So if you bring in a guy to play alongside these two dudes, he's probably going to be the best player on a championship team. He's probably going to be better than Donovan Mitchell. If I'm the New York Knicks, you got Tom Thibodeau over there. You just signed Jalen Brunson. You got 5 future picks. You got cap space. Work with that, man. Work with that. You don't have to go and try to bring in Donovan Mitchell. It's not just because he's available don't mean that you should try and go get him. The New York Knicks best option is to continue to try to build through the draft. It's their best option. It's plenty of young talent out here, man. Or even if you want to trade your picks, let's not give up 5 picks for one player. Maybe you can give up 2 picks for one player and 2 more picks for another player. Why would you? What you? It don't make sense to clean out the bank for Donovan Mitchell. That's all I'm getting at here. That's all I'm getting at. You can get mad at this take if you want to, but I'm only telling you the truth. And the sad part is a lot of people know that I'm telling you the truth. Spider Mitch is a hooper. Not denying that. I'm not. I cannot deny that. He's not going to lead your team to a championship. He's not going to do it. That's my 10 cents, man. I'll catch y'all next time. Appreciate you checking me out. Peace.